Hey boyos, daily check-in with John Vee. It is 2026, January 17th, so I'm getting a little more regular with these videos just because I have so much time on my hands and I'm bored, right? I'm not going to talk about a lot of interesting stuff today. Um, the beard needs to be trimmed again, the hair needs to be cut, what little hair there is. I have a strength training session here in about an hour and a half or so. It's going to be some legs, as well as maybe some chest. Um, but yeah, the strength training is going good. It's kind of discouraging though because it's going to take a little while to get to a reasonable level of strength, and it's so hard to make progress when you're not eating a lot, and I'm not eating a ton of food, so I don't recover very well. The fuck is that? I get these fucking scabs on my face, and it's just because, you know, poor diet, lack of sunlight, lack of exercise, and so my face is all fucking scabbed up and look like shit. But yeah, um, day one I did chest, shoulders, and triceps. Then the next day I did back and biceps, and then I took a day off, which was yesterday, because I was gonna do chest again, and I was like too fucking sore. I warmed up on the bench, just the bar, and it hurt like fuck. So I was like, I can't do chest again, right? We can build up to it over a matter of weeks or months, right? Doing chest more often, but I think today I'll do some legs. I'd like to do chest again, but I don't think it's gonna happen. Probably be just a whole bunch of squats and some deadlift, and that'll be it, right? Um, what I could do is just go for a very long walk, but I don't want to do that. Fuck walking. Walking sucks. Yeah. Yeah. And yesterday I had an appointment with mental health, see a psychiatrist. Hadn't seen a psychiatrist in almost 10 years, so I figured it was about time I seen somebody just for like a mental health checkup. And he says, the psychiatrist I seen says, he doesn't think I'm schizophrenic. He says, and if you are, it's really a low level of it. And that could be right, but like I was explaining to him, according to what other people had said, like it can't be possible that I'm not schizophrenic. And he says, well, if you are, then it's a low level of it. And it's probably because the medication I'm on is so effective on, taking away symptoms. And people can actually carry on a normal conversation with me. I know on a forum before, someone told me, they were like, man, I don't think you're schizophrenic because, I can actually have a conversation with you. And the schizophrenics I know, you can't have a normal conversation with them. They'll be off talking about something crazy like ghosts, spirits, aliens, religious shit like the devil or Jesus or God or heaven or hell. And you can't have a normal conversation with them. They'll be off talking about something crazy and wild. And I don't do that typically. Like, I'm pretty normal to have a conversation with. Like, I'm not gonna go off on some wild tangent about the devil or aliens, right? Now, if I'm off my meds, yeah, then yeah, I will. But on my meds, I'm pretty normal, pretty reasonable. So, castor oil, yeah, castor oil is all you need to fix your hair thinning problem, right? I will say finasteride worked wonders for me. It's just I had too many side effects, so I had to stop using it. Finasteride worked amazingly well, and minoxidil did nothing. The apply on foam didn't do anything. Didn't do anything. But I've covered all that before. But some of you boyos aren't aware of my hair loss treatment um, attempts. So there it is. Finasteride works really well. It's just the side effects I got were too severe. I couldn't do it. Um, Yesterday, like I was saying, when I had my mental health appointment, uh, and I was switching buses at the mall, waiting for the next bus to show up to bring me home. And I was so tempted to go to Wendy's and buy a fucking big old meal with fries and shit. And I was like, well, I'm famished, so I gotta have something. So I went to Subway instead. Bought a cold cut combo sub with some tomato, pepper, and onion on it. And I got home with that, unwrapped it, and I fucking devoured it. In probably 2 minutes, it was gone, a foot long. And immediately when I finished it, I wanted more food to eat. And I was like, why? You know, this is over 1,000 calories, right? I just consumed. Why eat more? And I finished the sub, and I'm thinking, man, I could go for three more of those. And I gave it some time, let it settle down, 20 minutes, and I didn't want any more food. So um, I typically don't go crazy when I eat, right? Typically, it's just my lifestyle is so inactive, and I've gotten the habit of eating, bad food that I just I've become so overweight, right? And is $50 shipping normal with gray suppliers? I don't know, probably. Just looking at the forum here, something somebody said in a thread. Um, but yeah, we're gonna do a strength training session here in a bit, hour and a half or so, and hit some legs. I would love to hit chest again. We might hit chest again. Do like some bench and incline bench because I want to keep my workouts at 12 sets for a workout, right? 12 sets. And that takes about an hour, 4 to 5 minutes rest between sets, with warm ups as well. So figure 5 sets of squats, 1 set of deadlift, 3 sets of flat bench, 3 sets of incline bench, and that's pretty solid. That's a pretty solid workout, right? Um, but yeah, I'm running out of things to talk about. I know on this one forum I'm on, yeah, I got a warning for a low effort post. So got a warning, and the post I made was removed, which was kind of BS. Um, because I see plenty of low effort junk posts on this LooksMax forum, and they don't get removed, so I don't know why mine was. And anytime I have a post removed or I get a warning or something, I always think, yeah, the administrator's jealous of me. They're jealous of me, right? I'm drawing too much attention to myself, making people jealous. And that could be the case because I've been banned from forums and no reason given. Banned from one forum in less than 24 hours. No reason was given. And I had done nothing to incriminate myself. So I was purposely being on my best behavior in that 24 hours because I did not want to be banned. Right? And it's jealousy, right? It's jealousy. That's all it is. And people will say, "Oh, who would be jealous of some fat, ugly guy?" And well, you don't understand what jealousy is, then, right? But getting a lot of notifications. But yeah, if you're balding, hop on Finn right away. If you're 18 years old and already balding, hop on some finasteride right away. Stay on it for the rest of your life. Um, if things had been different, I would have looked into like a hair transplant back when I was like 20. But back then, I didn't care about superficial things at all, and I just happened to be blessed with my appearance when I was younger, so I took it for granted, right? And yeah, it wasn't until much later in life that I realized people care about their appearance, and I didn't know that because I was always really lean and decent looking, so before, like, I just took it for granted, right? Oh, we got another notification from neats.net. Somebody reacted to my post. Yeah. Yeah. I've been alone for almost 15 years. I'm not aware of what dating is like now and don't really care. Right. It is possible I may stay out of the game indefinitely and never get back into dating again. It just depends, right? Depends, right? If somebody pursues me, maybe, maybe I'll try again. But um, in recent years, I have had women half-heartedly pursue me, just not very hard, not be very direct about it either. They're just half-heartedly pursuing me, and I wasn't really interested. So I didn't go for it, right? I know some would be pleased to believe that because I'm fat and ugly, no woman wants me, and that's not the case. I've had women show interest and pursue me. It's just I don't want them. So, you got to be careful what you tell people because people get jealous. People have insecurities, right? And it's usually best as long as you're not making if you're in person with somebody, it's just keep your mouth shut, right? Don't say anything. If you make a video to post online, say anything you want. Say whatever bullshit you want to say, right? Um, because if people actually care about what you have to say, they'll watch your videos. And like, if they ask you a question in person, it's just don't answer them. If they really want to know what you want to say, they will watch your videos. That's one thing I've learned. And but yeah, don't have a lot to say. I've already smoked a shit ton today. I got up at 6:30, which is the typical time I get up. Yesterday I was up at 4 a.m. and today I got up at 6:30. I've been keeping a pretty good sleep schedule. Um, and I'm looking forward to later in the day having some probably steak and broccoli. That'll be so fucking good. I'd like to have some ground beef, but ground beef is so ungodly expensive at the store. I don't buy it, right? And even like grass-fed beef, you can buy those little square packages. Those are like $10 for a pound, and that's ridiculous. I can't afford that. But the stuff that they make in store, that they grind themselves and package up, that's a little more affordable. But to get the stuff that's actually worth ingesting, like extra lean, it's ungodly expensive. And I don't want to spend that kind of money. I usually end up buying like pork chops, something that's really cheap and affordable. Pork chops. And there, a couple days ago, I had broccoli, some blanched broccoli, which blanched means it's partially cooked by steaming it or boiling it. And also, I had a couple of pork chops, and they were fucking good. There, a couple days ago too, I had some liver, beef liver. That was so good, and it was cooked perfectly. Um, I didn't overcook it. It was just cooked well done because I'm not going to eat raw liver because it probably doesn't taste very good. But it was cooked well done, just barely, so it was nice and tender, and had some broccoli with that too, and that was so good. But yeah, I've seen boyos from forums make videos, and the way they compose themselves on video, it's just, you would think they have a mental disorder. And
Samuel?
give me a moment.
Samuel? Samuel?
But we're gonna cut the video off there, boyos, and I'll see y'all online.